A terrifying safety concern reported on some Ford truck models has sparked a class action lawsuit against the auto giant.
The suit, filed in June, claims Ford knew about the defect, which many drivers are calling a death wobble. It affects both F-250 and F-350 trucks.
7 Action News reporter Jen Shantz went looking for answers and spoke with a Metro Detroit man worried about his safety behind the wheel.
It's scary to even think about. The death wobble, as described in a class action lawsuit against Ford, is a violent shaking of the entire front end of the truck when it's driven more than 50 miles per hour. This video was taken by Bob Phillips driving on M53 on his way to meet us for an interview.
It just starts shaking violently. The whole truck shakes and vibrates.
He says the problem started about 6 months after he bought his new F-350 truck in 2017. When this happens on the freeway, what do you do to get the truck under control?
You have to slow down as quick as you can and get off onto the shoulder of the road without hopefully getting hit or causing an accident.
In a class action lawsuit filed in California against the auto giant, attorney David Wright is part of the team representing several Ford drivers of F-250 and F-350 trucks from model years 2005 to 2019, who reported the same problem as Phillips.
The complaints are replete with customers who've paid thousands of dollars trying to get rid of this problem. You have a vehicle going at freeway speed. When this shaking starts, there's no way to get the shaking to stop.
The lawsuit claims Ford knew about the alleged defect and, despite more than 1,200 complaints to the federal government, hasn't issued a recall.
A very valuable source for us is the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's vehicle owner complaint database.
And a quick search of that database will turn up hundreds of complaints just like this one from a Ford driver in Nebraska, describing their truck shaking vigorously on the highway until they slowed it down to less than 20 miles per hour. This video was sent to us from a Ford driver in Missouri. We found videos like it all over YouTube and social media.
It will really put Ford's senior management and communications team really on the clock to get ahead of this and to be proactive.
Phillips filed a complaint with NHTSA and wants to join the class action lawsuit.
I've got a $60,000 truck that my 19-year-old daughter refuses to drive because she doesn't feel safe in it, and she's worried that if she's driving it, it's going to happen, which is, again, absolutely ridiculous, and Ford refuses to acknowledge that.
Here we go, there's the death wobble.
Despite the name Death Wobble, there haven't been any fatalities reported due to the alleged defect. Wright did, however, find more than a dozen reported injuries and more than 80 cases of a driver losing control of their truck on the road. We reached out to Ford. A spokesperson told us in a statement that they don't comment on pending litigation, but that if any driver has a concern, they should contact the Ford Customer Relationship Center.
Ford has told its consumers, either directly or through its authorized dealers, of a myriad of explanations for this problem. Tires, tire pressure, tire balancing and rotation, wheel alignment.
All explanations Wright claims don't add up. Did you report this to Ford Customer Service?
Yes. I went to the dealer, reported it. They had it for several days, adjusted the front end alignment, and their solution at that time was not to drive it on roads that are rough. It's just a matter of time, I think, until something bad happens.
Jen Shantz, 7 Action News.